Hi, F Town. Can you guys hear me? What? Will, you're so crazy. You said hashtag logging off. Can you guys hear me okay? Hi, you guys. Hair on fleek. Thank you. Chill Chinna. Thank you. Actually, it's a hot mess right now. Oh, the edges a little. You clean up those edges. Okay, cool. How you guys doing? I wanted to jump on just for a few minutes. Hi, Joyce Tolbert, my good friend. Y'all remember the Good Girls? That's my friend from LA. She's my Torian sister. Hi, the real D Dawson. How are you? Hi, Joycey. I love you. I miss you. How you guys doing? I'm trying to do this whole duo thing. I don't know what I'm doing between these two. I'm going to learn how. Hi, Melanie Joy. How are you? Melanie, wait a minute. Why are you on Instagram Live during school hours? Huh? Good to see you too. So I want to get on. Something amazing just happened. I just had such a great phone call. Of course, I can't tell y'all what it is, but it was so amazing. But the point isn't about me and how amazing the phone call is. The point is about moving past any type of fear or inhibitions you have about being your greatest you and being, hi, where is your planner? How are you guys? And being who God created you to be in our totality. Because I think we're missing, sometimes we miss things with fear, and we give so much credit to fear and the devil and all that, when we miss that we are, hi, Siko. Oh, I wish Instagram had regular names. Hey y'all, how you doing? Hi, Coach Trudy. Nice to see you on here. Thank you for getting on. But I just realized that for so many years of my life, you guys, I was so concerned with either what people thought or what I should do or what I was so scared to do. And it's because, hey, Kendrick, one of my EGAP realtors are on here. EGAP EXP family, how are you? Hi, CJ, how are you doing? And so I realized today when I was on this huge video conference call, it's huge, you guys. It's like amazing huge. I wasn't even nervous. I wasn't scared, because it's almost like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. When you're in your purpose and you're doing what hey, Kendrick, and you're doing what you're supposed to do, then it's kind of like fear takes a back seat, because we are entitled to be in certain places. You guys do know that, right? God birthed us into this world, and that means we have certain rights in this world where we can have certain things. And for a long time, I didn't know it was my right to either be fully happy, fully engaged in life, wealthy, and not just with money, because money comes and goes. I can make money, I can spend money, I can spend money, I can make money. I'm talking about wealthy and being whole as a human being, right? I'm trying to be on YouTube and Instagram at the same time. We'll see how this works. Hey, Emmanuel, how are you? Hi, Lilia, how are you? Hi, F. Shug. How are you guys doing? It's good to see you guys on Instagram Live. So I'm trying to figure out why I would wave back at the people who are getting on when you see me live, but okay. Hi, Mona. That's all I see at the last part. So anyways, especially with you, Kendrick, I mean, you are really going after real estate, and you're really getting outside of, any fears or inhibitions you have about anything, especially in this day and age with social media. You can do basically what you want to do. And hi, Tamitha, how are you? And what I want to encourage you guys to do on this Monday is to do what you're scared of. Remember last time, hi, for Shug 00, how are you? Remember last time I was on, I said, you know what? We are entitled to have what we want to have, as long as it's in God's purpose and plan, because not only did God tell us we can, but if we don't do it, somebody else is going to do it. And I spent many, 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 many years worried about, oh, can I do this? And not really so much other people as so much of myself. What will I think? Or I'm so scared to even talk to people in front of large groups, which is crazy, because I've always had a huge personality. I'm totally extroverted, but large groups scared me. And the call that I was just finished with, the video call, I was so at peace, because at 45, I have accepted that if I want something, the only person holding me back from getting it is who? Me. Hi, Dr. Z, how are you? Hey, Contact Joy, how you doing? Hey, Pretty Joy, good to see you guys. Only person holding me back at this point is me, because I see so much foolishness going on TV where people are actually making money being fools. Then I know in my right mind, then I can create wealth with the plan that God gave me. I mean, I'm looking at 2 big vision boards right now, but more so than what's on my vision board, I'm looking at all of the answered prayers that are on that board based off of the work that I did because I moved past my fear, right? Where's your planner? Thank you for being obedient. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Oh, at this moment, praise God. I felt at this moment when I got off of the call, I'm just going to share this real quick. Whatever your vision is, that passion that you have that burns inside of you, send the email, make the phone call, work the plan so the plan will work for you, and then wait in expectancy. I hear people say, you shouldn't expect God to do this, do that. Absolutely, I can expect God to do everything that he told me I can have because he said if I'm in his will and his way, then what I pray for, those prayers, right? I will get them if I pray in faith and if I do the work because faith without works is dead. And so I wanted to just jump on and say, go ahead, send the email, work the plan, make the phone call, and then let God take care of the rest. Just do what you have to do to get that burning sensation out of your heart, or that sometimes I used to get sick in my stomach, like, oh, I got to do this. But it was something good for me and my family that I just didn't want to do. But why? Why don't we want to do these things? Why does fear grip us so bad when we have complete control over fear, right? Like fear cannot control us any longer. Let me see what's going on here. Thank you, Coach Trudy. It is truth. We can be we're usually our own worst enemy. We give the devil does this, the devil doesn't do all that. First of all, he's not even that powerful to do all that. It's in our heads. We have to renew our minds every day, right? So that we can have the mind of Christ every single day. And every single day I have to do it, or else the enemy will seep into your mind to tell you what you can or can't do or you shouldn't do. But I just decided, you know what? I'm going to let go of all of this fear and anxiety and all that. I'm just going to do what I need to do to get to where I need to go. And if that means I need to get outside of my shell and do things that my family didn't know I could do, or my family doesn't think I should do, I don't care anymore, right? I'm going to do what God told me to do. Thank you, Dr. Z. That's so sweet. I try to share, you know what I said on this big video call I had this afternoon? I said that, yes, he will do exceedingly abundantly above all we can ask or think, Coach Trudy, because let me tell you, hold on. I'm going to get right back to you, Coach Trudy. Let me just say this real quick. When I was on this video call with 2 huge people, you guys, I said, thank you so much for having me on. I really appreciate your consideration. Do you know what they said back to me? The gentleman, he said, Paige, you are entitled to be on this call. All of the work you have done and the fruit that shows, these are words he's using. I'm like, what? These are my trigger words. I love these words. He said, good job for making it to this list. And I went, wow, what? And it's all right to do that, right? It's all right to do that. Speak the words and be faithful and God will do the rest. I promise you he will. The real Dawson, I promise you he will. Right, Coach Trudy? So back to exceedingly abundantly. God gave me, Subculture is on. Can I tell you guys to please go to Subculture on Nolensville Road? And if you're a vegetarian or not, get the butternut squash tacos. They'll change your life. I love when we get to go there and eat. It's so good. So, so speaking about life and life more abundantly. Hi from Michigan. How are you, Miss Selena? Good to see you on here. Thank you, CJ. Hi, Tamitha. God is so good. Hi, Devry Livingston. How are you? Thank you guys for getting on. But God gave me a few years ago, Coach Trudy, life, and it stands for, I don't have my packet over here. Yes, I do. It stands for living in full expectation of change. For God came to give us life, and Jesus came to give us life and life more abundantly. So we're supposed to live in that expectation that God is going to make a way each and every time out of every way, right? Oh, thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. Hi, The Walk. How are you? And so when I have that expectation and these doors open, then fear can go out the window. Fear has to go, because look at where you've allowed God to take you, right? You've allowed God to take you places that you were too scared to go because of fear. So I'm going to encourage you guys today, if you're scared to do something, then this is what I want you to do. I want you to write a letter to fear. And stop looking at fear as your enemy. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Stop looking at fear as your enemy, okay? Because we're not supposed to be afraid of anything, because through Christ, all things are possible, and he gives us strength when we are weak. So we don't have to fear anything, but I had to move past the super spiritual part and say, okay, this is real though. I really feel scared. Like this is for real, for real. Hi, Carpet Cleaning. How are you? Hi, Jay Camp. And I already said hi to The Walk. I had to move past that, and I wrote a letter to fear, and I said, listen, if you're putting some type of seed of fear in me for all of these big visions that God constantly gives me, then something must be real with this. Okay. So apparently you're going to pop up every time I get something big to do. There's going to be something in my brain that says, how are you going to do that? You don't have the money to do it. You don't have the time to do it. You're not even built or equipped to do it. It's going to happen because it's happened my entire life. So I wrote a letter to Fear. I said, listen, Fear, this is what we're going to do because I'm tired of you. Okay. I'm going to give you some scriptures. I'm going to do all that, but this is what I'm going to do. Clearly, you're going to be on this journey of life with me. Clearly, you're going to keep popping up. So you're welcome on this journey, because if you pop up, if fear pops up in your purpose and in your vision plan, then that means that you're about to do some great big things, right? So I said, you're welcome on this journey, but what I'm not going to give you is any power. Thank you, D. Dawson. What I'm not going to do is give you any power to make any decisions. So you might be there in my heart of hearts and I'm scared and I'm nervous to do X, Y, Z, but you can't make a decision anymore because I lived too long in the shadow of fear. Like, I can't do it. I'm scared. I don't have the money. But guess what? Every time I sit down and write a plan, the plan works for me. I'm looking at 2 vision boards where I just shake my head at the call I just had, and something that I wrote on this vision board probably 3 years ago that's never left is going to get done. And it's just amazing. Thank you, Carpet Cleaning on a Budget. Hey, shout out to them. If you need your carpets cleaned on a budget, go ahead and follow them. Fear, feelings exalted above revelation. Revelation, God's word and promises. Amen, Coach Trudy. So fear, if you're going to be on this journey anyway, you're welcome. But just know that you do not have a voice at my table. Okay, I have other things to deal with in life that I can't control. So what I can control, I'm going to, right? What are you laughing at, big M for life? Huh? So I just want to get online and say, get on the live and say, if you guys are fearing anything, write a letter, tell it bye-bye. You don't have a voice at my table anymore, because I am living witness and my fruit shows, you guys. I'm not just talk. That when you write a plan or work a plan, the plan will work for you. When you pray and you get before God and say, God, is this what in this season, y'all, be very careful what you attach yourself to. Be very careful. God, is this where I'm supposed to be? Is this who I'm supposed to be attached to? Because in this season, no more distractions. I have dealt with distractions my entire life, and I'm over distractions. I am focused on my children, my family, my legacy, and what God has given me on this great green earth to do. Thank you. I appreciate all the prayers. You guys are bomb. Thank you for getting on. That's all I wanted to say. I had an amazing call, and we got to film the rest of the week. We're still filming season 2 of Flip or Flop Nashville, coming on January 2019 on Thursday nights. I'm excited. Oh, thank you, Kendrick. I'm so glad. You're welcome, Dr. Casey Broker. I'm so glad that you have come into my life. You are definitely a blessing. And Kendrick he's a new realtor. I don't think you've had your license a year yet. And he went through, Kendrick, oh my gosh, let me just say this real quick. I pray this will bless somebody. Kendrick joined eGap Real Estate earlier this year. And thank you. I appreciate that. He joined my brokerage that I owned for 13 years earlier this year. 13 years I owned my brokerage, you guys, eGap Real Estate. It was like my 4th daughter. And in April of this year, I decided to make one of the biggest life changes that I've made in 13 years. And I decided to close eGap. Oh, good, Joyce. I'm glad. God bless you. And I decided to close eGap based on some information that I had received and some people that I had met. And it was a huge life change. And Kendrick has been on that journey with me. It was not easy to close a company that you built and that you see on TV. It wasn't easy to do it. However, I knew it was a God move. And you have to know in this season, but in any season, when it's a God move, because when it is a God move, you usually have to put down your pride, right? To be a business owner for 13 years and to close my company to go to another brokerage had to be something huge. And at the new brokerage I went to, it allowed me to give my agents tools and my clients tools that I was not able to give at eGap as a principal broker and owner. So I moved to this company, EXP, from eGap Real Estate, but I was able to keep my brand. So I just moved from eGap Real Estate to the eGap Group. But guess what, you guys? Being part of the eGap Group, I don't have to worry about brick and mortar. I don't have to worry about that part of my taxes. I don't have to worry about training the agents. I can focus differently in real estate and differently with the team that I brought with me to EXP. And Kendrick, he's one of those people. So I appreciate you being on that journey with me. EXP has been amazing because I'm still a broker owner. I still have a team. I still have my brand. And I'm making a ton of money, a lot more than I made as owner broker, and even more that getting it off of me. My agents can now build wealth in real estate as realtors instead of just being investors or however else they're going to make, their money. We have 3 streams of income in one brokerage. And so it's just been amazing. I can show them how to build wealth the easier way, because I had to learn the very, very hard way, not having a mentor. Yes, God will close it and he won't give you any more than you can handle. That is so true. So yay, Kendrick. I'm so glad you feel that we are the best team. We are a great team. Our entire EXP family across this country and almost into the rest of the world. We're already in a couple of provinces in Canada. So we're worldwide, and it's just growing and growing across the country. So I love it. Tamitha, a mentor is so important. And me not having that mentor cost me a lot of money. Cost me a lot of time and heartbreak and a lot of tears at nighttime. But God, he made the crooked path straight. And when he does that, I have learned what Warren Buffett said: you have to look and see where the success clues are and where people are going. And for the first time in my entrepreneurial life, I looked at other people and I looked outside of my own box, being an owner broker, and I looked over pride and I realized, you know what? eGap is a JPEG at the end of the day. It's a picture and it's a logo. And I was able to bring that logo over into this new company, and it's been such a blessing. So as entrepreneurs, sometimes we have to look for those kind of partnerships. And it might mean that you have to close this one door, like DL Dawson said, to open another one, right? The new season will begin January 2019. We are still filming season 2. We probably won't be done until November. We have 12 episodes coming. These houses are crazy. I can't even tell you. One house had danger written on it, and it was for real, for real. This reality TV is real. It is insane what we're doing. I mean, poor Deron, he's had to fight roaches. It has been insane. There's some things I got to bow out of. I'm a strong woman. I'm independent, but there's some things I just can't do mentally, and roaches are one of them. So I appreciate you guys getting on. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with me today. Set your DVRs for January. I don't know the date yet, but it's coming in January. And you guys go do something in your vision that you've been scared to do, because the only thing you're really scared of is success and the responsibility of it, because to whom much is given, much is required. So God bless y'all. I hope you guys have a great Monday afternoon and a great week. May the Lord's, no buggies, Tabitha. May the Lord's face shine upon you and give you peace. God bless. Have a great Monday, y'all. Bye. If I know how to end it. And bye to YouTube too. Bye.